turn right.
Good morning, boys and girls. It's Grandpa Chris here, just pulling into Chalk Springs Trout fishery down here near Littlehampton. Come down for a little solo day's casting. It's the first time I've been out since the new year. My casting arm is itching, and I'm just going to try to scratch that itch. It's 15 minutes past 7 in the morning, so I've got a little over half an hour before anything will happen here. So I'm just going to chill out and relax for a little while. So I'll catch you on the flip side.
Laura says this is just the tune I need to get me bounced out of bed on a Monday morning. It's Florence the Machine. Love the original, love that version. You got the love. And hello, Tony in Tamworth. Sweet treat number 2 belongs to you. It's the one that always gets me up and going, and I think your listeners will thank me. You know what? I think they will, because this is an absolute cracker. Entrance. Set you free.
Good morning, boys and girls. I'm down here at Chalk Springs. It's just before 8 o'clock on the 20th of January. My first trip out for 2025, and I am so happy to be down here. Just had a lovely chat. They couldn't get the quad bike started, so I got my jump charger out of the back of my car, plugged it in, and Grandpa Chris saves the day. So anyway, I've got my 9'6" 5-weight Andy Banting made bloke rod. Put a cat's whisker up on it, about 11-foot leader on a floating line. It's the Airflow 40 plus Exceed. The 6-pound tippet, and I'm just going to have some fun. I'm just going to relax and enjoy my day. Just look at the beauty of this wondrous fishery. I'm the only one in the book today. Maybe other people will arrive later on. But at the moment I have the fishery to myself. The water is absolutely crystal clear. Doesn't come out of my tap at home any clearer than that. The mist coming up off of the East Lake. Just look at that, isn't that beautiful? Even if I don't cast a line for a little while, it's just the beauty of this place, the serenity of this place. I left my home in East London at just on 5 o'clock this morning. Made a couple of stops to absorb time. A bit of breakfast at Peace Pottage. Lovely bacon baguette. So again, they've cleared out a couple more trees since I was last here. They've opened that back bank out. Chatting with the boss, he was saying that the estate, big fish there, the estate that manage this place tend to leave the trees alone. There's a little rainbow just down there in front of me. If they fall down and block the road, they'll cut them, but other than that, they pretty much leave them alone. Seeing quite a few stockfish in the 2 to 3 pound range. I was watching one of my videos from here a year ago. Same weather conditions, same temperatures and all that sort of stuff. So I'm wondering if the same methods will work as well as they did last time round. I had a double ticket and it just went absolutely crazy. The likes of Barry Big Plums with me, Martin Williams, and Paul was here, and Dave were here. It was a good day out. Steve Smith, Steve the Curry, he made us that beautiful selection of curries, and he donated them to the day. You may remember that video. It's where we met Ethan and had a great day fishing with Ethan. So I'm just going to have a little cast in this corner. Okay, so I've been back to the car and I've changed my line. What I thought was a floating line was actually an intermediate. And instantly I have a fish on and a fish off. Wow. I've gone on to a home-tied orange fritz pattern with a bit of sparkle in its tail, just for something different. And that fish seemed to quite like it. Let's see if we can get some of his brothers to do the same. So what I thought was a Reed River floating line was in fact a Reed River slow intermediate. And when I started fishing with the free-lined egg, the whole line was sinking, which ain't going to work when you're free-lining an egg. So now I've gone onto the airflow weight forward 7 floating. It's actually doing what it says on the label, it's floating. Right, so I've gone on to a suspended egg. And I have a fish on. And I have a fish off. Oh, it's all gone. Snapped up again. Okay, so I'm tackled up again. And fish on. Oh, an egg. This is nice. It's going quite well. And he's in the net. Okay, so there we go. It's number 3. Let's get the same method back out and see if I can duplicate the success. And go and have a cup of tea and see what the time is. Get it a little bit further out. Oh, no. Something was mouthing that then. Just need to keep in touch with the coiled line. so that when you strike you're not lifting too much line out of the water. So there's something having another little look at it. And we have a fish on. Yeah, free line egg. Whee! And again. And again. And steer himself back out into the lake. He's just turned over. He's just had a bit of a heart attack on me. Maybe not. He likes going airborne, this one. But let's slide him over the net. There we go. There's always a way. Rolled himself up in the net there. Two little fish, one after the other. And it was on the freehand egg. So I'm just going to put these two on the stringer. Up through there, into the slot. Pegged him in. Same with this one. Up through the gill, out through the mouth, into the slot, and then I'm going to peg these in and then pop down and get another ticket. And there they are. Okay. So, just been down and got myself another ticket. Lay the line in the water to set the camera up. And off it's gone. Free line egg. This one's quite a strong fish. Just letting the rod do the work. Just guiding him around. I've got a little bit of tension on with my finger so that if he wants to really pull hard he can. He's a nice stock fish. He's a nice fish. Snapping away at the egg, trying to get it out of his mouth. Went under the net that time. Yeah, I think he's just about there. Yeah, and just let the rod do the work. It's a strong fish, but he's in the net. He's my biggest of the day. He's the biggest of the day by quite a long way. So I'll be back to you in a second. I always carry 2 sets of the stringers, so that if I do decide to have a second ticket, I don't have to walk all the way back to the car to conserve the fish. So there he is. That's number 5. And it's safely deposited. A little bit of a tidy up. There we go. Let's get it back out. And we're still recording. He's having a little look at it. Just need to make sure that I keep up with the loose line as it starts to gently coil towards me. That way when I lift into the fish, I've not got too much excess line out. Fish on. Let's see if we can keep this one on, shall we? This one's trying to burrow deep into the weeds. It's another rainbow. Another lovely rainbow. It's another very, very hard fighting, solid rainbow. But I think time to think about getting the net ready. The hard fighting, solid, stocky rainbow into the net and coming home with me a little bit later on. Beautiful colours to it. Again, you can see the egg pattern in its nose. So, pink egg just pops straight out, always tied on barbless hooks and always easy and safe to release. You may lose 1 or 2 more fish, they may bump off as you've seen, but I think personally they're safer for the fish. So back out into the same general area. I still see some fish moving around over there. For that last one I went down from about 12 inches to about 24 inches in depth and had those 2 pulls and the fish quite quickly. A slightly bigger fish, or bigger shape there. He's turned away from it. There's a couple of smaller fish there though. Fish moving towards it. It's quite a big fish too. And again, he's just turned away. Or has he? No, he's there. Just had a little bit of a taste of it. He's still in there. There's two fish there. Just raise it up slightly and let it sink. There's a bigger fish moving across there. There's one right up against the reeds there. And I just spooked one. That's right there. Oh, I hit him and pulled out of him. That felt solid. We have a fish on. It's quite an active fish. Again, it's right on the end of his nose. That's lovely. It's another stunningly beautiful rainbow trout. So one more to go. All a lovely size. So 7 fish so far today, and I've dropped maybe 6 or 7 more. Some people would potentially attribute that to the barbless hooks that I use. Maybe so. But at least if I snap up, I know that the hook is going to dislodge in a relatively quick time. And the fish is not going to be dragging it around. The debate about barbed or barbless hooks will go on as long as fishing goes on. But my own personal preference is that I use barbless hooks for all my fishing, with the exception of the sea fishing. Sea fishing, when I get the chance, I would use barbed hooks. looking for the nervous water. And if I'm not seeing any nervous water, I put it out into the dark water. There's been nobody walk along that bank all day. There's nothing to disturb the fish on that bank. There's a fish just moving slightly to the left of where the egg is at the moment. And just beyond it, so hopefully it will come back round and investigate. It's about 20 past 12. My deadline is 1 o'clock today. Need to get underway around about then. I don't want to be sat in the evening rush hour traffic on the M25. A lot of roadworks where they're building the new A23 junction. It's lovely, there's a group of fish there. Hopefully they'll respond to the splash. And we have a fish on. So I just moved about 15 yards further down towards the shed because I saw a few fish moving. Put it in and he's taken it almost immediately. Again, right on the end of his nose. And he's in the net. And that, boys and girls, is my last one. And it's the smallest one of the day. Beautiful fish. The egg right on the end of his nose. So there we go. Number 8 of the day. And that's pretty much what the last 6 have come on. So let's put this on the stringers and go and collect the other fish and head back towards the shed. So just sorting them out, getting the hero shot. So my day here at Chalk Springs is coming to an end. It's 28 minutes past 12 in the afternoon. There's a couple there at 3.5, maybe £4. The rest are all between 2 and 3. The last 6 came on the egg. The previous 2, one came on a fritz, an orange fritz, and the other came on a black and green. So all in all, it's been a fabulous day. Well worth the drive down. And let's just hope the M25 is not playing silly buggers when I get up to the new junction for the 23. So back to the car now for tea and medals. Grandpa Chris signing off.
I have confirmed that they see one of my cousins in the jail, this way to jail, but we haven't got any
Hello, Tom. Tom.
information on where they are, how they're doing.
I'm listening.
Go home.
Do you want to go home?
Well, I think they...
Yes.
I think that, you know, the
Finding
best
a room
thing
home.
is it's an end to the genocide. That is an absolute, you know...
Alright, so boys and girls, just left Chalk Springs, just about to tuck into a bag of cheese and onion crisps. Let this young lady come past.
You will arrive at your destination at 2:49 p.m.
It's been a great day. Using the egg was quite successful towards the end. I had 8 fish in total, as you can see in the pictures, and they're